Konnichiwa, Shibarashi Ito! Yokoso me Tenshei Pikachu Shinkombi Tanjo Region Roku! And in the last episode, we came across a Glalie and a Driftblim and a Driftloom and a few other nice folks down in a little cave. Had to solve a little mystery down there. And now we're over at Pablo's, I'm assuming it's a little coffee shop, with Rumpapa the Ludicolo, and Tim and Pikachu are sharing a little moment over a cup of coffee. So that kind of just happened before this episode. So in this episode, what are we doing? No idea. So let's get on with the episode and figure out what we are doing in this episode. And speaking of our good friend Rumpapa, here is Rumpapa now. So I'm assuming we're just gonna say arigato for the coffee, because obviously Pikachu, as we found out, loves his coffee. Oh look, we even have to say something to the Ludicolo. I'm assuming it's, as I said, it's about the coffee. It just looked about right for the hiragana for the coffee, coffee. Anyways, that was just something there. We'll talk to Pablo. As I said, he's the guy who runs this coffee shop. And again, I'm assuming, oh, we've got quite a lot to say actually. So we'll just go through, we'll just do our usual shenanigans. I'm assuming it's either referring to like our previous work or we're just getting some backstory. I'm assuming we're not going to get that much out of it. I mean, this one here is actually referring to Rumpapa, so, or the Ludicolo, so I'm assuming he's just going to say how long he's been working or he's known the Ludicolo for. Then we got this option again, so we'll go through. I'm assuming like the 2 refers to like, maybe like the 2 coffee, or he's been working with the Ludicolo for 2 years. Alright, so as I said, it would have been just some character development there going on. We've also got some other stuff going on. So just kind of looking around the cafe, there's looks like a little fridge. We've got a piano, so it looks like a little bit of karaoke, or they get some singers along here, like they've got a microphone and all that. Even look like they've got a vinyl player there. There's also like a customer in here too, like it would have been just a random citizens. We can even ask a few questions there to them. So far nothing really coming off the, GNN. Oh, maybe she works for GNN or something like that. That's the Global News Network, I'm assuming it stands for. Nothing else really comes to mind what else it could stand for. So we'll ask her another question. Again, nothing's really pointing out at me as like, what's going on, so... Oh wait, something else just popped up. What was that last question? We'll ask that. Again, we might just get something, but nope, we're not gonna get anything. Alright, so let's head out of Pablo's. I'm gonna say yes to that. Oh wait.
Oh, Tim-kun, お出かけかい？最近ポケモンの事件が多いから気をつけるんだよ。
はい、ありがとうございます。
いらっしゃい、ベーカーさん。おや？事故に遭うまではコーヒーなんて飲まなかったのにな。
Okay, that was weird. What's Mike got to do with like Tim, and why was he so suspicious of Tim?
俺の読み通り、洞窟で事件が起きたな。
でも父さんの手がかりは見つからなかったね。
ああ、そうだな。だが気になるものを拾ったんだ。
これは？
ああ、何かまではわからんが、容器の破片みたいだ。洞窟にあるにしちゃちょっと不自然だろ。
ちょっと待って、この形見覚えがあるよ。ほら、
確かに形が似てるな。これがアンプルだとしたら、怪しいのは病院に薬局、それと研究施設。
でも病院だけでもライムシティには5万とあるよ。
ああ、そうだな。もう少し絞り込まないと。おいティム、ちょっとこの地図にハリーの事故現場を書き込んでくれないか？
いいよ。確かここだよね。
前からおかしいと思っていたんだが、事故現場はこの地図で印がついているところとは全く無関係だ。
それがどうかしたの？
ライムシティの地図と照らし合わせてみろよ。おそらくハリーはここに行った帰りに事故に遭ったんじゃないか。
そうだね。次はここを調べよう。
Alright, so during that little cutscene there, they were kind of just doing some investigation into an object, and it looks like the particular object might have come from a particular area. But anyways, continue on with the cutscenes.
しばらく持ってくれてて構わないよ。
ありがとうございます。
車を貸してくれと電話があった時は驚いたが、アルバイトが決まったんだね。研究所の助手とはすごいじゃないか。
あ、いえ、助手というよりも雑用係なんです。PCL という研究所で。
おお、PCL といえば有名なポケモンの研究所だな。頑張ってくるんだよ。
はい。
よし、腹ごしらえも済んだし、先に行ってるぜ。
Alright, so during that whole cutscene, as I was trying to explain before, I had to quickly cut off to let the rest of the cutscene play out. It looks like Tim and Pikachu had like another case that's come up where they had a piece of broken object. I couldn't really tell what it was. Could be like anything. It was clear, that's for sure. Clear and transparent. But anyways, that'll kind of be figured out throughout the episode, I'm assuming. So from there, they kind of met up back at the Baker Agency, or Baker Detective Agency, met up with Mike, and Mike's given him some car keys to go to their next investigation, which is at the PCL, which is the Pokemon Comprehensive Laboratory. So we're going to be dealing with a lot of scientific stuff by the looks of it. So this is going to be really interesting. Then during that moment as well, you kind of saw Pikachu out in the background there, getting pulled on the ear by Amanda, the detective agency assistant, I do believe she was, or something like that. I think I explained she was. Also as well, Mike Baker, as we found out in the previous episode, he has a Gilda, or Excelga. I nearly said the English name, but I was trying to go for the Japanese name. Gilda. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce the Japanese name, but yeah, Excelga is his particular ace Pokemon, whereas Amanda has the Yaya Koma, or Fletching, as her Pokemon. So we've got a few questions here. There's about the Pokemon Comprehensive Laboratory, or PCL. I'm probably going to refer to her as PCL throughout this episode as well. Then we've got a few other questions as well that, again, nothing's really kind of ticking out as, like, hiragana that I actually understand. There probably is, but I'm probably not paying as good enough attention to it, because as I said, I am trying to do this relatively quickly, but at the same time, if I was playing this at my own speed, I'd be able to get some type of translation going, but it would take quite some time. Anyway, so I think it was like around here that his... Oops, I just examined the same thing again. Around here that his Excelga popped up. Anyways, I think just at this moment, again, it's kind of just gathering some more information, like just getting some more development on where we're going. Probably some, like, just general plot development, or getting some type of prior knowledge to where we're going. Of course, I'm obviously not going to be able to give all that information. As I said, I normally just go by what I can understand. Alright, so from there we've... Oh, okay, we've got the object. So, what does it look like? It's kind of like a tube or something like that. I'd like to say test tube, but considering we're talking about laboratory, I mean, what's the first thing you think about? That circular or cylinder-like from a laboratory. Test tube, of course. But we don't know what the rest of it looks like, so that's going to be up for debate throughout this episode, what that object is. So we're going to be investigating this particular object, and it sounds like our target location, of course, PCL. So we're going to say yes to leave the agency, and let's have a look at the rod, or the hot rod we're going to be riding over there. Oh look, there's a Snubble, and there's a random Pikachu as well, but this one is an actual wild Pikachu.
どうしたの？さあ、行こう。ピカチュウ、ピカピカ。
おお、待たせたな。ポケモン好きの可愛い子ちゃんたちに囲まれちまってな。あれ？ピカ？ティム、まさか こいつを俺と間違えた？
And there's a random Digsby in the background.
ピカチュウ違いだったみたい。
それが迷惑かけたな。
ビガビカビカ
まあそんなところだ。
ビカビカチュウ
そうか？
ビカビカビカチュウビカビカビビカチュウ
一緒に旅してるその相棒に伝えてくれ。夢はいつか本当になるってな。
ビカチュウ
じゃあな。
ビカビカビカチュウビビビ
I think that Pikachu like wanted to follow along, or was like it knows Detective Pikachu somehow. I think that's kind of what I gathered from that conversation. Anyways,
聞こえなかったよ。
we got a sports car. That's pretty neat.
やっぱり俺の言葉だけか。
うん。
不思議なもんだな。まあとにかく研究所だ。
そうだね。このアンプルと同じものがないか調べよう。
あ、特殊なアンプルだから見ればすぐにわかるだろう。
ただこのことを依頼人に伝えたら。
そうだな。ようベイカ
ホリデー警部、コーヒー入れますね。
ー、ありがとう。やあホリデー、進展はあったかね？いや、また振り出しだ。ハリーの事故は謎だらけだな。そっちは変わったことは？ああ、ハリーの息子のティム君がこの町へ来たよ。ん？息子が？まさかハリーを探しに来たわけじゃないんだろう？ああ、そのまさかだ。危険に巻き込むわけにはいかないから釘を刺しておいたよ。ああ、素人さんが手を出さない方がいいだろう。だがハリーの息子だ。素直に言うことを聞くかな。ああ、素直そうな青年だったが。
Seriously, what is going on there? And why does Mike keep bringing up Tim? And by the way, I'm confused because in the English translation it says that dude's name is Frank, but yet in the Japanese there, I swear they said Gabriel or something like that. Anyway, so the case I do believe is called Investigate the PCL. And also in that cutscene too, while they were sitting in the car, I'm pretty sure Pikachu kind of had like a bit of a regretful moment. I don't know, I kind of couldn't really work out what they were talking about, but it kind of felt like Pikachu was kind of upset that it couldn't be like a normal Pikachu or something like that. As I said, I was a little bit, I don't know, confused by what was going on there. I don't know, maybe when the English comes out we'll get a bit more of an understanding, but it definitely felt like a little bit of a heartfelt moment. Anyways, we've got to investigate this area. I should probably slow down a little bit, giving me a chance to read what's going on. Alright, so we have to... It looks like we got to meet up with someone there, because that looks like a hiragana for someone's name. Alright, so that's also referring to something as well. To what, though? We're going to have to find out by the looks of it. Or it's referring to someone else again. Alright, so... Again, we've got something else we got to look out for. There's a few things we're looking out for so far. Wow, this is probably going to be a big mission. Alright, Pikachu wants to talk to us. Alright, so we got two options here. Oh. He just mentioned it, and yeah, I know it was someone, but who? I think it was that hiragana.
よし、準備万端だな。いいか、探偵たるもの、いかなる時も気を抜いたらダメだぞ。
As I said, I wasn't paying attention. I'm glad I got that right. Anyways, that was just kind of just to make sure you were paying attention. Alright, so right at the front here we have a herdery I'm just gonna say Herdia because one of those weird Japanese names that I'm useless at pronouncing. There, if they've got a security guard at the front and a Herdia, which is known for obviously herding things down or for security dog reasons, then yeah, this is gonna be top secret stuff we're gonna be dealing with. Alright, so we're talking with the Herdia here. Well, the Pikachu is anyways, I ain't gonna be. And Pikachu is just gonna go through and ask it some questions in regards to the facility, most likely. And we've got ourselves the first question here. And that is not looking familiar to me at all. Alright, so nothing really major there. We'll talk to the security guard. We're probably going to have to ask a question here. Yes, we do. And that's going to be referring to probably what we're going to be investigating. Or at least are we saying we've got prior permissions to come here. Alright, so this person at the desk, I do believe that Hiragana translates to reader. And she's going to have a flathead. A flyette? Floathead, basically, in English.
あなたがアルバイトの？私はリタよ。よろしくね。今社長呼ぶわ。ちょっと待っててね。
はい。ピカ、ピカピカ、ピカ。
What the? Is Pikachu floating?
あの子、俺に気があるな。はいはい。ピカピカ。
Alright, so we've been told we've just got to hang around the lobby until the person we've got to meet up with comes and greets us. Alright, so in the meantime, let's have a look around. I'm not too sure if I was meant to say yes to that one. I'm assuming it's just kind of a let's have a look around. Oh! We have a general map of the PCL. This could be very handy! Alright, so we've got something pop up there. I'm assuming it's just going to say map of the area or something like that. So it's going to be referring to, again, the mission. And most likely what we're going to have to refer to throughout the mission. Oh wait, there was a bee there. Huh? Alright, so case. That looks like search the area. So here we go, here's our main case. We've got to search the area, obviously, for the object. Alright, so yeah, we've got to search these areas. So, looks like we've got 3 lab areas. We've got a meeting area. We've got a outdoor area by the looks of it with the plant in the middle. A storage area by the looks of it with the cart and the boxes on top of it. Then we have reception right at the center bottom. And it looks like a library as well, kind of like to the bottom left. In regards to that stationary area with that one person. Someone's office, maybe? I wouldn't have a clue what that one is, but there's definitely 3 research areas, so... Where would we look if we're looking for a object? Either it would be a research area, it could potentially be someone's office, or it's a storage area. They're the possibilities. I'd probably rule out every other area. It just makes sense, but we'd probably have to go through all areas to try and find what we're looking for. Hey, what's that at the bottom? Oh, it's okay, it's referring to the map. And then we've got like a log as well. I actually don't think I've ever looked at those options. I've kind of just blasted through this game, so it wouldn't be too surprising if I've actually missed a few areas or some options we can use in this game. But I do know as well, I already played like the full version demo for it, and there's like, if you play on a certain easy mode, you can actually get hints for a lot of these options. Like in the last episode, I actually had troubles with one of the things I had to investigate, so the easy mode actually would have made it a little bit easier for me. Do you have anything at all? No, probably just some background on like the PCL, like what do you know about PCL? And then we have another option. This is referring to her floatet, so probably asking a few questions about the floatet there. And nope, there's nothing really too major. So again, just more character development there. Pikachu wants to talk again. He just made a witty remark about himself. Ugh, Pikachu. Alright, let's take a seat. Alright, first off we have Rita. And... okay, I can't quite translate that. I'm hoping I'm going to say his name.
所長さん、今日からよろしくお願いします。ドロシーで構わないわ。よろしくね。ティム君にはここのスタッフのサポートをお願いしたいの。仕事内容はこのフリッチに聞いてちょうだい。
Alright, I heard Frederick.
よろしく。お、ピカチュウも一緒か。よろしく。やめろ。
ティム・オットマンです。よろしくお願いします。
頼むぜ。前のやつが急に辞めちまって困ってんだ。
そうなのよ。よくやってくれたんだけど。それじゃあフリッチ、あとは任せたわ。私はちょっと出てくるから。
ああ、任せてください。
じゃあ頑張って。はい。
さあ、俺たちも行くか。この研究所は癖のあるやつが多いけど、まあ気楽にやってくれよ。
あいつも十分癖がありそうだよな。
Alright, so we got introduced to Rita and Frederick. I do believe that's what I heard. I could have been hearing incorrectly. Alright, so they potentially could have been the two people we had to come here to meet. So, now that we've been allowed through, let's go and have a look through the PCL and figure out what's going on here. So, I'm assuming the first thing we should do is go talk to Frederick and see what he's up to. What does he do? What does he research? And the first thing we see is a Dustass or a Garbodor. Now this is, I'm assuming it's just Frederick's laboratory.
ここが俺の研究室だ。そしてこいつが相棒のダストだす。こいつの体の仕組みをゴミの処理に応用できないか研究してるんだ。ダストダスってすげえんだぜ。やってみせよ。よし、ほら。ガシ、ガシ、ガシ。
Dustass used toxic gas or poison gas. Oh, and her name's Nina. Not too pleased.
みんな、いたのか。ゴミがなくなるのをティムに見てもらおうと思ってよ。
ゴミの代わりに毒ガスが発生するのよ。気軽に実演しないでほしいわ。中庭に入れなくてただでさえ気がめいってるのに。
なんだ、まさかまたウォールスのあれか。
そう、いつものあれ。パスコードが変わってたわ。今度の問題は私に持ってあげよう。ティム君だっけ。ちょっと面倒なことになってるけど協力するから頑張ってね。
はあ、よろしくお願いします。
一体何なんだ。
Alright, so as I said, I'm assuming we came here to talk to someone, but assuming that Nina referred to us by name as well, I'm assuming we're come to see her. So, alright, so we got a Dustass who, when fed rubbish, of course, will spit out some toxic gas. So, I'm not sure if Frederick is researching into how Garbodor or Dustass in this case, or it's like Dustass is how they pronounced it, reacts to certain things that it eats. I'm assuming that's what it is, so let's have a word with the Garbodor. And is there anything that's popping out in my face to what we're investigating? No, there isn't. Alright, so far, not much is really going on at the moment. I think we're just asking it some questions like, what are you doing? What about this? Okay, that's... It's something because that had a lot of dialogue. Alright, there's something in there. Okay, we've got an apple core. Can we feed that to the Garbodor? I mean, I really don't want to find out what happens if you feed it an apple core. Okay, nothing really happened there. Alright. We can search around here. So we've got a microscope. Nothing really there. I didn't really see anything that popped out either in regards to like Helogana that really takes us anywhere. Alright, there's nothing there anyways. We have a mortar and... I just blanked. Mortar and something because I use it when I crush up herbs. It's mainly used for crushing things up. We also have like a grass specimen or something like that, which he uses. He's probably crushing that down to see what it produces. So far, nothing really popping out as like major in the investigation. Got some bottles there. Alright, so there's nothing here at all. So nothing that really relates to what we're looking for. So this is being crossed off as note bits, not what we're looking for. So it's fully searched, which is great. Frederick, do you have anything to say at all? Like anything that could help us? We do have like 2 questions here. And I thought one of them might have been about the Dustas, but I don't think we're going to get anything here. I'm still trying to figure out if he's referring to a Pokemon or not. But I don't think he is. So far, all we've met so far is the Floodette and the Dustas. As I said, I'm going to refer to Floodette in its English name because as I said, it's one of those names I've yet to kind of know how to pronounce fully in Japanese. So... moving on. No, he's still not referring to the Dustas. I just had to look again just to make sure. Just gonna skip through all of that. What about Nina? Have you got anything for us at all? Okay, there's a few questions here. This one is referring to the Dustas though, so let's have a look. See if she has anything to give us at all about the Dustas. I don't think the Garbodor has anything to do with this investigation at all. I honestly don't. I don't think the Garbodor is going to be a major factor at all. I just think it's going to be one of those Pokemon they're kind of just researching on. So let's just ask the first question. Anything at all? Like a hint or something? Nope, nothing. Alright, so as I said, I'm assuming we're here because of Nina. So without a doubt, she is going to be a big part of this investigation. A second cross. Okay. So, oh dear, this is going to be a big... oh no, big hide and seek game. You gotta be kidding me. Oh dear, this is like the pure definition of point and click adventures. Oh dear. No, okay, so maybe we gotta come back later and have a look at that. I don't know, the fact that there's such a big dialogue there, it really does look important. Alright, Pikachu, what have you got to say? Okay, that really didn't help me. Okay, can't go through there. Oh no. A passcode. In fact, we're playing in Japanese. I'm just getting by in Japanese as well. This is gonna be fun. I keep saying B, so something to do with B is either locked away behind here or I gotta figure out what that mysterious B is. But anyways, what's the passcode? Is our new case there. So nothing's okay. It's just come up as one of our memos. Anything there? Okay, can't go through there. Okay, we can go through here though. Alright, okay, this is the meeting room. I'm assuming it's the meeting room. Kind of what we gathered as well from like the symbols as well from the map. So yeah, we're in the meeting room at the moment. So we were originally in here to begin with. This is a laboratory or a room of some sort. I'm assuming it does belong to Frederick. Now we're at the meeting room. So now we can have a look through here, and this looks interesting. What's this? Okay, that again, that's referring to what is the passcode, so that may actually tell us what the passcode is, considering the memo was like, what is the passcode? And that was passcode hints that we just picked up, so that's going to be some major stuff there to help us try and get through the passcode, because that's probably going to lead us to the rest of the PCL. And then we've just got some random graphs here, just a lot of scientific documents going on here too, so that's nothing too big at the moment to our investigation. What else is around here? We have a coffee machine. Noted, Pikachu, this is not time for a coffee break. Alright, so yeah, it's a coffee machine, as Pikachu stated, as we've got two beakers. Well, I really hope they're not drinking coffee out of those beakers. Ooh, there'd be some nasty stuff in there. Alright, so we got the passcode thing, so I'm assuming now we have to go into our case memos and do our usual investigation stuff.
ティム、メモしたな。どうもこれだけじゃこの問題は解けないな。他に情報がないか調べようぜ。
Alright, so we have 3 question marks. We've also got Garbodor as well. And on the side there we have electric, normal. I think, is that normal? Then we have grass, poison, and ground, I think. They're all types. But I'm just trying to go off the color at the moment. And Pikachu ate something. So we have like an unknown Pokemon silhouette. But we have no hints to work off of. I do know for a fact though that the one in the green background and the one in the purple background is poison, because Garbodor is matched up, it's got a circle on it. And if you think what type Garbodor is, it's a poison type. There's also a grass type. That can't be normal type, because I'm pretty sure there's no grass normal types. And Pikachu is eating like one of those cupcakes from Pokemon Amino or Pokemon Refresh. Oh, that's a fire type down there. I think that's a fire type. Electric type. Or is that ghost? But there's no grass. Yes, there is. There is a grass ghost Pokemon. I think that second one is ghost. Alright, so now we've got to try and figure out the hints for it. I mean, we've already kind of figured it out. Oh, I can't go through the door. Alright. Is there anywhere else? Oh, okay, we've got a door down here. I completely walked past this door and didn't actually investigate it. Alright, so we've got a library. Alright, Pikachu said there's something in the air. It's making him react to something. Like, he didn't look very good either. So it seems like there's something around. There's a 15 on there. Is that the temperature of the room? Like it's 15 degrees? Okay, that's cold if that's the case. Right, so we got some books here. Looks like some notable book names. Nothing really interesting to us at this point. I'm just going to go through and investigate all of this because, wow, there's actually a couple of options here. So, again, anything that's pointing out to my eye? I mean, we'll go through them just... Okay, there's one. It's obviously a hint to something. Alright, what about the next option? That's referring to the Garbodor. Or the Dustass. So there's a book on Garbodor. And then now we've got something else that's just popped up. So this probably relates to the Garbodor. The next option is relating to the Floatette. So there's a book on Floatette as well. And that might relate to something as well. So we've got that. And then the last one. Not really ringing a bell for me. Wow, there's even more stuff. What the? Alright, what have we got here that stands out? Probably not much. Wait. I think that first option relates to... I'm gonna try and pronounce this one correctly, because if I say this wrong, it's gonna definitely probably get this video yellowed. Foco? Or Fennekin in English. So there's a book here related to Fennekin. Okay. Why Fennekin? The next one's relating to... Oh god, that's a Rotom for sure. I know that because of the fact that we just did the Rotom line mystery gift. So we have Rotom. And then the next one is going to be O-Root, which is Trevenant. I only know that one again because I've used it in VGC. And then the last one... is that like next page or like go to the next shelf or something like that? We're going through an awful lot of options here. That one is referring... Oh, dude, I know that hiragana. It's Tushbotshutbo. Yeah, I butchered that one. That is Shuckle. I've been trying to learn that Japanese name for a while now, and I'm obviously not doing a very good job of it. It's Shuckle. What is all these Pokemon names? Are these all the Pokemon going to be meeting throughout the research lab? Are these the Pokemon they're researching? That's a lot of names. I think that's it. I don't think that last one's referring to anything at all. Alright, that's it. Oh my, that was a lot of things. What? I don't want to... No, go away. Okay, that was a lot of things there. So, there was a Shuckle, there was a Trevenant, there was a Rotom, a Fennekin. I don't remember... What was there? There was Garbodor, there was Floodette. Damn, there was a lot of things there. So, yeah, that's a lot to take in. There was a magnifying glass here. What else have we got? Nothing there. Alright, got PCL, something... Oh my goodness gracious me. That's a lot of reading. Okay, I'm just going to press A on these ones because, as I said, that's a lot of things to try and read there and such little time to try and understand them. I'm assuming, again, this is all like just backstory and like what they're doing, and I'm going to say that's probably something major that we need. I hope not, because I'm going to cry if that's the case. But to be honest, I'm really looking forward to actually being able to read this in English, because this is going to be very interesting stuff. Oh look, what? Then I have to question this. Why is something so important? Because, just go back about a couple of minutes ago, while we got mind blown for all those Pokemon. Those are the symbols on the passcode. Why would you keep something so important in a pot plant? Let that just run through your brain for a second. A passcode, you know, to stop just any random visitor coming in and breaking into your main laboratories and all that. Leave the passcode for it in a pot plant for just the average day Joe who has permission to come through here to find. Alright, so that first one, let's just have a look. I'm assuming it's going to be something as simple as Pokemon names. So that first one I already know is Shuckle, which is the circle. On the triangle, that's Rotom. On the square, that's going to be referring to... That looks like... Fennekin or Foco. Yeah, that's what I said. It probably sounds... Or Foco. I'm going to say it that way because it sounds wrong if I say it the other way. Obviously, the Rotom is Rotom in Japanese. Subotsubo is Shuckle. As I said, I will try and say the Japanese. If not, I will try and say it in English. From there, we have... Trevenant O-Root. The upside down triangle is going to be the Floatette, which is Flayette. As I said, I'm going to probably say that one in English because I'm butchering it really badly. And the star, that looks like... Who have we mentioned so far and I have not mentioned so far? Is it going to be Garbodor? I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's Dustas. Alright, so they're the Pokemon that relate to those symbols, so that's good to know. And plus, at the same time, just knowing the hiragana for the Pokemon names is actually quite handy now. Hey, so yeah, if I just kept pressing A, I actually would have had an easier way of checking the Pokemon names. Alright, so the passcode is going to be linking up with the paper that we found in the meeting room. matched up with that. So now we can go into the memo, and that should give us the answers to this. Alright, so we have, oops, the Pokemon I just mentioned. How fun is that? Alright, so we have a Floatet, Shuckle, Trevenant, Rotom, and Fennekin. So, obviously, as I said, these all match up to the types on the side there. So it's Electric, Ghost, Grass, Poison, Fire. So, Fennekin being the Fire type will match up with the circle on the Fire type Pokemon. The Electric Ghost is obviously going to be Rotom, and the Trevenant is the Grass Ghost type. There we go, that was easy. Alright, so the passcode is triangle, star, diamond, square. Question here is, will I remember that? Probably not. So, triangle. Uh-oh. Triangle, star, diamond, square. Uh-oh. I have a terrible memory, so we'll go that one. Triangle, star, diamond, square. Yes! I swear I wasn't putting that on. I actually do generally have a bad memory when it comes to trying to memorize like passcodes and all that, and yet I can memorize Pokemon Hiragana, but then again, I've been studying that for quite some time now, so probably makes sense why I can remember that a little bit easier. Alright, so we did that. And all those Pokemon we've mentioned, yes, they are researching them, so this is going to be like the outdoor area. First off, we have the Subotsubu, the Shuckle, we have Oroot, Trevenant, we also have a Phantump there, which is Bokuri. We have the Foko, the Fennekin, who I've probably butchered so many times now. We haven't seen Rotom yet, though. So obviously there's a Rotom going to be throughout this laboratory, since that has been mentioned already. I'm going to assume that's going to be referring to Laboratory B or something like that. We need to find Laboratory B or something like that. I could have been referring to something there, but I'm going to skip over it. Probably skipping over some important information. So, we've got the Shuckle. We've got a few questions here for it. So let's ask it a question. And then the second question is, again, probably something I'm meant to know, but I'm not going to recognize without having to spend tons of time trying to translate it. Alright, some more questions here. Hopefully we get something out of it we can go off of. Okay, nothing major as of yet. We can investigate the trees. So is there something in the trees we need? Oh, Pikachu, I think, keeps wanting to talk to me. Right, nothing here. Still nothing. And nothing. Oh, I'm hoping it's not something we're going to come back to, kind of similar to the Burmese in, like, Case 1. What about the Oroot? The big, scary Oroot. What have you got for us? First off, is there anything that's kind of catching my eye? They're kind of all asking the same question, too, I've kind of noticed, so... it's kind of a shame I actually don't know what they're referring to. Alright, so nothing there. What about the Bokuru? Do you know anything, Bokuru? Nope. Alright. What have we got over here? Okay, nothing. But it does look like a big water storage or something like that. Like... kind of used for, like, watering or something like that, like a watering system. That's my guess anyways. Have we spoken to everyone? I think we have. Alright, let's keep moving on. So we've got the other side of the laboratory now. So it looks like the laboratory is kind of split into two areas, as we kind of saw on the map. So we've got the division coming down. Obviously the one underneath the outdoor area, which is where we just were then, was the reception. We had the library. Then we had Frederick's laboratory. Then we had... I'm not sure what was above him, because that was locked. We couldn't go in there. Then we had the meeting room. And now we're on the other side here, or just on the right. So we've got two laboratories there as well, or scientific research areas, very similar to Frederick's. There's also a Cleffy there as well, or Clef key. And there's also, I'm pretty sure that's a storage room icon. But anyways, let's have a look at the Cleffy. Cleffy, Cleffy! So I wonder if this Clef key is going to be like a... I guess a key to this mystery, I don't know. It might be the key to what we need to get further into, like, the laboratory. Alright, something else just popped up then. Again, not really hiragana that I'm familiar with. So let's ask it a second question. That was referring... I kind of wish I don't press A button too fast. I'm going to press that one again. I'm going to slow it down just a wee little bit, just for my eyes. Did I just see something that I... Oh, I probably did. That's referring to the shuckle. Okay, so we're doing something with the shuckles. The shuckle is going to be important. So, okay, I'm going to get a gist on things. So, what's the shuckle? What do we know about shuckle? Shuckle, from my memory from the Pokédex, is known for making berry juice. When you feed it some berries, it will ferment it in its shell. And then it gives out this nice sweet aroma of some sort. It's like a fermentation or pheromones of some sort. It attracts other Pokemon. It was actually a whole anime episode as well in the Johto series as well. There's a shiny shuckle and it produces like the sweetest juice, and it also attracts like this really nice pheromone that attracts a lot of Pokemon, and I think Jesse and James kind of got mucked up in it as well. So that could be a thing. It could also be why Pikachu is reacting to it as well, because Pikachu said there was something in the air that's making it sneeze. Other than that, it could be the Garbodor as far as we know. So there's that going on. So as I said, that's a theory in the Shuckle. That's all I really know about Shuckle in regards to its biology. So that could be the reason, or it could be something completely different. We're going to find out, but as I said, that's why else would they mention Shuckle? Alright. We have one other question though. Again, is it going to be referring to something? Don't think it is. So nothing that really comes to my knowledge of what it's referring to. I didn't really pay attention as well to the hiragana for the object that we're carrying around either, so that's probably my bad. Let's take a quick squiz at that. Oh, okay, so they are asking questions about that. That does actually look familiar. So we have been actually asking questions about this. This is the whole reason why we're here, so as I said, I'm not really too sure what that is, so it's only unfortunate when you have limited knowledge in Japanese. You kind of can't get a grasp of everything. Again, that's referring to the Shuckle. Excuse me. Alright, so what's with the Shuckle? Why is Shuckle such a big thing? That's now the question. What's with the Shuckle? Okay. That was probably the storage room. Alright, so this is going to be a research area. So who's this area? What have we got in here? Okay, there's the Rotom. I was going to say, when's Rotom going to pop up?
Oh, お前の部屋だったのか。俺たち今日から研究所の世話になってるんだ。よろしくな。
Okay, this dude. His name is...
勝手に失礼しました。 ティムです。今日からよろしくお願いします。
ああ、話は聞いてるよ。カルロスだ。
Carlos, alright. I was gonna say, I didn't quite catch his hiragana, but his name's Carlos.
よろしくロトム。カルロスさんはどんな研究をしているんですか？
ああ、動力の研究だよ。モーターを開発してるんだ。わずかなエネルギーを莫大なエネルギーに変える効率の良いモーターをね。
すごい。そんなことが。
ああ、ロトムのエネルギーを分けてもらうことで可能になる。
完成するといいですね。これは試作品ですか？
ああ、それね。理論上は動くはずなんだが。
何か問題が？
そうだね。ちょっと見ててくれるかい？ロトム、このモーターに入ってくれ。な。
Oh my god!
ご覧の通り、こいつが言うことをやっぱり聞いてくれないんだ。
What a troll! Well, Rotom Pokédex confirmed.
研究以前の問題じゃねえか。
And remember too, this game I think came out before Pokemon Sun and Moon. So yeah, that's the whole gist of where the Rotom Pokédex came from, I'm assuming. Yeah, during that little exchange there as well, they were talking about how Rotom has the ability to possess electrical objects, similar to how the guy is trying to get the Rotom into that little mechanism there, which I'm assuming, just looking at it as well, it's either being powered by something, which gathers Rotom's electrical stuff and all that, because that looks like two electrical rods. So yeah, it looks like either Rotom's powering them, and he's using it to, oh wow, I was going along there and then my brain just went plonk. That's awesome. Great. Yeah, it was trying to research Rotom's, electrical output, I guess. I think I heard, like, magnetic waves or something like that. I don't know. As I said, I was trying to get a gist of that and then my brain just exploded. I think there's just too much going into my brain at the moment. Alright, so what have we got here? What are we asking? Nothing about the Rotom, so that's cool. So we're not asking Rotom about itself, which is interesting. Alright, so let's go through the first question. Okay, nothing there for us. And it's also funny too that Carlos has no control over the Rotom as well. So it looks like Rotom's a little bit of a prankster. Okay, so... anything? Okay, we do have a question about the Rotom, so... can you tell us about the Rotom? Anything at all? Anything at all? No, nothing really there. And the second question, again, I think might be just referring to why we're here. Or just a little bit about his job and all that. Okay, nothing really major here. There is a bin here. Anything in the bin? It looks like a battery. What's a battery in the bin? It must be like a dead battery, so we may have to try and find like a battery that might work, or a replacement battery. Do we get... okay, nothing really new out of that. Anything else around here to investigate? Okay, we've got some... okay, that's gonna be a lot of things that might be a little too advanced for my brain, but we do have a toolkit there. We've got some stuff here. Might have been some test tubes or something. So we're going around kind of like comparing the test tubes in the area to the test tube we have. As I said, I'm assuming it's test tubes, and that's kind of what I'm figuring we're examining too. So no, they're not the test tubes we're looking for. Looks like a big battery pack too. Alright, so nothing really popping up at the moment. Anything down here for us to investigate? No. Does the Rotom have anything at all about the battery pack? No. Or the battery. Shouldn't really say battery pack. Okay, so it looks like there's nothing else in here for us to investigate. So next one up, we have the second... yeah, don't touch Cleffy's keys. That's Cleffy's keys. That it has stolen. Alright, so yeah, don't touch Cliffy's keys is the general moral of the story. Alright, so what's in this research lab? Alright, this is someone's lab. But whose? Because I couldn't quite catch the name.
わからないと思ったのに、まあ合格だ。君を認めてあげてもいい。僕の研究室へようこそ。
なんだこいつ。ウォーレスさんですね。よろしくお願いします。手伝えることがあれば言ってください。
まあ、頼むよ。と言っても、ポケモンの細胞の研究だから。君よりもその元気そうなピカチュウに協力をお願いしたいかな。そこの培養液に1ヶ月ほど沈んでてもらうとかね。
それはちょっと
冗談だ。
ざけんなよ。
I didn't catch that dude's name, but I don't think I want to catch that dude's name. That's a very ominous tone. What's this dude doing, and why has he got Solace and Dusion? I mean, they're known as the Cell Pokemon, so maybe he's researching Cell Division or something like that? Or he's researching something to do with... What could you do with cells? There's so many things you can do with cells. You can talk about cloning. There's so many things you could really research there. But he's done something with Pikachu and it ain't good.
どうして俺は他のポケモンみたいに技を出せねえんだろうな。
Alright, so we can ask Pikachu some questions.
そうだな。ありがとうよ、ティム。
I think we're just asking, is he okay? But this is another thing too. I have actually criticized this game in the previous episodes in regards to like the way that the models look and everything. But I'm not sure if it's because of the shadowing and everything in this room. It's poorly lit and everything, but it did kind of look like, what do you think in regards to anime when Pokemon are sick? They kind of got a little blush over their nose and all that to make them look like they're not very well. It did kind of look like Pikachu had that. And a bit earlier, Pikachu did sneeze, so there's either something in the air, and plus I did mention the fact that Shuckle seems to be kind of the main focus as well at the moment, so either there's some type of, I don't know, something in the air that's reacting to Pikachu, as I've already said. It might be causing Pikachu to feel unwell. Alright, is this dude referring to anything major at this point? As I said, I didn't really catch his name, but I kind of feel he's gonna be like a major thing. That I kind of feel should be referring to something. What is it referring to? Okay, it's not really catching my eye. But as I said, I feel that it should be something I should know. Alright, so we got some questions here. Alright, we are referring to someone as well. It's just... That's Uriran, which is Solace. Alright, why are we talking about... Well, there's Solace in the room, which is, as I said, Uriran. And... I think I did see Dusion as well, which is Dublan. I don't see anything about Dublan yet. Maybe that's gonna be like another thing. That... Something to do with telepathy? I think. Also as well, I think I kind of didn't notice already, but it actually said Solace and Dusion, or Udran and Dublan. Can you explain a bit more about that? So that was actually part of the question. Good job, KrimZen, for that, not actually seeing that. Okay, let's ask another question for him. That's referring to... Again, it's referring to Uran. Or Uniran. Which is like one cell or something like that. And Dublan being like duo or something. Alright, so what about the Uniran? Can we learn anything from the Uniran? Okay, so... anything at all? That's what we're looking for. Any questions? Anything major? Any clues? First things first, we're going to be asking about... Okay, there's no Pokemon names being mentioned, I don't think. Actually, no, that is asking about the Dujin, so what about the Dubalan? And in regards to that second question, again, it's not really sticking out as anything. As I said, I think it's been a continuous question we've been asking throughout this mission. Right, nothing major there for us. Again, about the Dublan. Nothing, and then what about the second question? Did we get any red hints? Nope, I probably should have slowed down a little bit. Okay, the Dublan. Can we get anything from the Dublan? Alright, so first things first, we're going to be asking the usual question. And then there's also another question about the Uran, or the Solace. So let's ask about the Solace, see if we get any red hints at all. Again, this is probably going around a central theme, but yeah. It's only problem we don't fully understand Japanese. So again, we'll ask about the Uniran. They're probably saying the same things. Alright. We got no red marks out of that. So after that, let's go investigate. Okay, nothing there. What about his table? I think we've got to investigate the test tubes. Nope. That didn't come up with anything. What about what he's written down? That's referring to... I keep seeing that hiragana, but it's not registering as anything that I recognize. Looks like some burners. I don't think there's anything of, like, notability at all in this room. I mean, it's very, as I said, very ominous. There's, like, a lot of tension in the air. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. Okay, there's nothing of note there. What's... No, I don't want to talk to you. No, you're a creep. In the bin? We've got some rubbish. Okay, we've got... Okay, this is what we're looking for here. Okay, it's not a match. Right, nothing in here of their view. So yeah, this is completely off, even though, as I said, it's... Something doesn't feel right here. It really doesn't. Got some scales as well, or some weights. And we've got a lot of grass specimens here too. I mean, he could be looking at the cells of, like, plants and all that, and ways of how they could help. The properties of... Who knows? There could be, like, lots of things going on here. Alright, so it looks like that might be it for this room. As I said, though, I got a feeling we might be back here a little bit later. Alright, so... Let's head out of here. So, we've seen... Alright, what are we referring to now? Alright, we've got a few questions here. Does anything really come off as, like, something that I know? No. Okay, time to make a guess. Does that give me any type of hint? No, it doesn't. Fun times! Alright, well, since, as I said, we had mentioned of Shackles, so I guess we go back into the main area and see if something happens. Right, so we're back out here. I still reckon there's something to do with that water tank. Oh, wait, what's needed? What the... Is that an ominous wind, or is that like a sweet scent that's gone bad? That's why I said there's something in the air, and Shackle's not producing something good. I mean, the fact that Nina is examining the Shackle. Oh, Shuckle must have, like, digest some bad berries. Alright, let's talk to Nina. Alright, so the first question is probably relating to, like, what's going on. Okay, there's Shuckle. Alright, she's talking about Shuckle. I wasn't going to go into further detail of what she's talking about exactly. But, as I said, it kind of gives us a hint. And we can just go off what we already know about Shuckle as well. Two or something. It looks like she's talking about two berries. We need to, like, mix two berries, I think. Is kind of the overall gist I'm getting. Alright, so how to make the experiment successful is the memo we just got. So she's experimenting on the Shuckle, so she must be trying to produce a certain, as I said, pheromone from Shuckle. So maybe I was on the right path when I came up with my little theory. Alright, from this point though, we've got 3 more options. Again, nothing's really coming to my mind as, like, my understanding. But I keep seeing, like, 2 berries, so we need to find 2 berries that produce what we need. So maybe I'm going to have a look at that memo afterwards just to see if that gives us any hints. In regards to this though, I keep seeing that hiragana, but it ain't ringing a bell. Which is kind of sad, because I kind of feel that's going to be like a major thing. Alright, we got a something there that help us. So I'm going to have a look at that. Because I feel like I'm kind of in like I'm kind of lost at the moment. So let's, first things first, let's have a look at the memo we got.
材料が足りないみたいだな。必要なのは2種類の木の実とそこに足す液体だ。集まったらニーナのところで実験しようぜ。
Alright, so we're trying to produce that type of liquid or that type of juice. An orange juice. Okay. That's not really that much to work off with at the moment. We also have... Great. We also have this too. I see a whole bunch of arrows. That's not helping me either. And they're not Pokemon names either, so I am so lost at the moment. So this is going to be fun. Meanwhile, Pikachu is trying to talk to me. And that's awesome when it starts off with a sentence I don't understand. Okay, welcome to the part of the Let's Play. I have no idea what's going on. But the fact that we're talking about berries, I'm assuming... Well, that helps a lot. I was about to say, we need to look for some berries. Why not look at some trees? Okay, when we apply logic, we actually get somewhere. Okay, so let's look at these trees and try and find some berries. That's a tomato berry. I had no idea what that first berry was. What about here? That's a citrus berry. I mean, if I examine... Okay, there's nothing here at all. That's a dead tree. That's an orange berry. Alright, I'm just going to take a quick squiz back at that, back to the note we just had a look at in regards to the Shuckle, because Nina gave us a note, and I'm assuming that's going to be notes or research notes that kind of points out, what combined with what produces what. Okay, so... None of those berries we picked up kind of refer to that either. But I kind of feel what they're pointing to kind of does. No, it doesn't. Okay, so yeah, I'm officially lost. Okay, so... We can talk to Nina, I guess, and see if we get anything. Okay, no, that was... We just did that, didn't we? So, the Shuckle, can you give us anything? Yes, you can give us 2 options here. Again, nothing really related to... things that I know. But maybe we can get a red hint. Yeah, I thought that might have been asking for a little too much. Okay, so we got some stuffs there. Maybe... Alright. What about this? Okay, now that actually gives us something. So that's a water storage tank. So why that didn't work earlier, I have no idea. So now, it kind of makes sense. Now we've got to go back and talk to everyone again. Oh dear. But I don't think the Pokemon are going to give us anything new. So that's kind of cool. So we'll go talk to Cleffy again, because I feel Cleffy could be a bit of a major... Okay, maybe it's not. Okay, I take back what I said about the Cleffy. So, in here? The Rotom? Maybe? I actually don't think this room is going to be of use to us anymore. Oh, wait. I take that back. We have something. Are we going to get anything, though? That's the question. We got given a color chart. If that's going to be referring to, like, you know, what colors make what. I could have done that without the color chart. Oh, dear. We all know how the color chart works. Red and blue make purple. Red and yellow make orange. Yellow and blue make green. And green and yellow make a lighter green. Which obviously refer to berry colors. Okay, so we got to mix the citrus berry with the tomato berry, obviously, to get the orange. So that kind of makes sense. As I said, I probably don't think we needed that hint. It could have just come down to the information we're given in kindergarten. I'm just going to go through and double check everything anyways. So we got given 2 more things here again. That's relating to the Unaran and to... Funny or not, it's not actually referring to Dusion. So the Solace. What's Solace got to do with this? Why are we referring to Solace again? Interesting. Alright, Solace apparently has some type of relevance. That's interesting. What could Solace add that could make... That's interesting. I'm gonna keep that in mind, because if it comes to like a point where we're gonna, you know, add a random Pokemon to the mix for some odd reason, I am going to put Solace there. Because it seems a bit random why you would mention Solace as a bit of a key point. So, I am now gonna go to the memo, click on that, and see if we get given anything. I think Pikachu just said go speak to Nina, which we'll do. Alright, so following Pikachu's advice, head to Nina and see if she adds anything now to the topic. Because I kind of feel that we've already got everything that we need. That was, if so, that was quick. Maybe not. Okay. I keep hearing Nina, so I kept thinking that's what we had to do. So maybe we don't quite have everything that we need. Okay. Maybe I'll talk to the Pokemon again. Maybe there's something I missed. Oh dear me. If I've missed something, I'm not going to be too happy. Okay. Nothing here. Alright. Think on my feet. Think on my feet. Alright, we'll go talk to the Solace and the Dusion. Maybe I missed something there. If not, we'll go to the other side of the laboratory. Maybe I missed something there. Oh boy. Unfortunately, with this game, you can't kind of proceed unless you've spoken to everyone. I'm assuming that's kind of a thing we're going to be looking for now. Maybe the Dusion? Nope. Dusion? Nope. Okay, maybe there's something on the other side of the laboratory I've missed. That's about the only thing now I can think of is we've actually missed something. As I said, there is actually a room we have not been in yet. We haven't been in that icon with like that lonely person. Haven't been there yet. So maybe we've got to go in there. Could potentially be something in there that we've missed, or something we've got to grab from that room. Otherwise, we'll head back to Frederick, and here's Dustas. Maybe they've got something, which is, as I said, we haven't been in here yet. Is that referring to anything? Just so I get a hint? No. Nothing. I doubt there was anything in here. I doubt it. I mean, the only thing really was that coffee machine. Please don't tell me he was saying that the coffee is now finally brewed. Maybe someone needed some coffee. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Okay, no, that room is just inaccessible. Alright, we'll go to Frederick's. Just have a look, considering that this is where Nina was working. So, Frederick. Hey, buddy, my old pal. You've got some stuff for us. So, B. What does B refer to? B. Nope. No hiragana at all. That is kind of sticking out to me at all. So, I'm going to go off and just pretend that I understood all that. In actual fact, I didn't. Okay. You can kind of tell by the tone of my voice, I kind of have no idea what I'm doing at the moment. So, as I said, I go by logic and I'll just go talk to everyone and hope something pops up. In the meantime, though, I am not getting anything. What about this one? At all? Wow, what the... Okay, there was like 2 other options. Oh, what? How did I get that up before? I pressed that one. Oh, wow, I can't get back into that menu. Dustas, do you know Anne? Nope, you don't know anything at all. What about this machine? Okay, something came up this time. Okay, so I'm gonna press maybe that first option. I had 2 options. I'm just hoping I... Oh, yeah, that didn't look good. It was another toxic gas. That wasn't good. I don't think that's what we were looking for. Oh, I had like 1 chance, maybe. Okay, we'll go that option this time. I actually got the chance to... Oh, okay, nothing happened. I'll press that again and see... Okay, I've done both of these options. Oh, wait, I'm back. We'll go that one. Hey, something's happening. Okay, we'll go that one. Oh, okay, yes. I think that's asking, do you want to, like, feed the Garbodor? Oh, that's a battery pack we picked up earlier. That didn't look good either. It looked nasty. Ooh. Yeah, even Frederick was kind of a little bit on the iffy side there. Maybe that wasn't what we're meant to feed it either. If it was, then aye. Yes. And I think this is gonna be the apple core that we picked up. Yep. Okay, so that's everything we've picked up from the trash. Yeah, it's the apple core. So we fed the piece of garbage we picked up in that dude's laboratory. It's blue. An apple core made Garbodor spit blue out. I wonder if that was like any... If that was actually hand... And Pikachu's been trying to talk to me as well. I wonder if that was like... Anyway, as I was saying, Pikachu again? Oh, 2 options again. I hate when it's multiple choice. I'm assuming I have to pick a color. I obviously picked the suck, not the blow. I don't think I have anything else to feed Garbodor. I don't think I've seen any other... Okay, I've got no other pieces of rubbish really to feed Garbodor. Maybe there was like one other rubbish bin, maybe? I doubt it. I think that's a bit of a push. I mean, it's just funny that Garbodor produced different colours depending on what it was fed. Okay, so... could there be anything else around here? Maybe I've now got to head back to Nina, because I kind of now feel I've spoken to everyone that I potentially can talk to. Can't really examine the whiteboard now. That's done. Alright, let's head back to Nina. Unless, Rita or Dorothy has something for us. Right back at the... I think it was Rita her name was. I'm pretty sure the other girl we met at the beginning as well, her name was Dorothy. Why are there some rubbish bins around here that I can examine and grab some rubbish for? I doubt it. So what about the Floatet? Nothing from you. What about Rita? There's 2 more options. Okay, so maybe talk to her, see if we can get anything out of that. Short answer, no. Okay, I've now officially spoken to everyone. There was a magnifying glass. Let's hold our horses for a second. Hold the horses. I thought the magnifying glass came up. That wasn't a map. Okay. Don't hold our horses. We're all good to go. Full speed ahead. Back to the central area. Does Nina give us anything now? What about the case? It's flashing. Maybe I had to click it now. Good grief. Okay, what am I missing? Okay, I honestly do not know what I'm missing, so I may have to do what I normally do. I might just jump cut ahead to where I figure out where I've gone wrong. Can I touch Pikachu? Alright, I'm going to jump cut a little bit until I find something that's going to be of use, because at the moment I've got zip. So I'll catch you guys when I actually find something. Are you kidding me? If that's what I was just missing, then... Ay. So now that's got 3 crosses on it. Nothing kind of refers to 5 at the top of my head, but I did find that at least. Other than that, I found nothing at this point. I've gone around and nothing is like, you know, coming out as like things that could be helping us. I actually don't think we've even explored this bit, so as I said, if this is all I was missing, then I am no good at looking around, am I? Anyways, as I said, at this point, nothing's really happened. I'm just more confused, but that's the only thing I have found so far, so maybe I can... No, nothing has happened yet, so... Back to it, I guess. We're gonna keep looking around until I finally find something that can help.
Nina はツボツボで薬を開発する研究をしているようだ。 2つの木の実に液体を混ぜて薬を作ってるようだが、作りたいのはオレンジ色の薬だ。どうすれば作れる？
I have no idea what happened, but I just kept asking Nina like a whole bunch of questions, and this happened. No wonder I couldn't figure out what to do. No joke, I went through the entire lab about 3 times over, re-examining everything, and that's all I had to do? Was repeatedly ask Nina questions? Please don't tell me there was a slight dialogue change every time I spoke to Nina but did not notice it. That is infuriating. Oh my dear God. Oh, alright, that... Okay, that all aside, we finally got somewhere with this story. As I said, that was starting to get very infuriating. Alright, we've got to try and make orange. So obviously we have to use the tomato berry and the citrus berry. And then, obviously at this point, for some odd reason, Solace was brought up. The coffee and the water tank, I have not seen at all mentioned, other than the, like, again, we investigated them, they came up, nothing. Nobody ever mentioned them, except for Pikachu saying, oh yum, coffee, and as for the water tank, that was it. We saw it, it never came up again. As for the Solace, it came up quite a few times, so... Let's see what this produces. I'm assuming if I was incorrect, it would have told me straight away I was incorrect. Hey, there we go. There's our orange juice. Or orange stuff. Hey, we got it. So yeah. I wonder what happens if we produce, like, put in other things like the coffee or the water tank, for example, like water from the water storage. I probably should have done that. I know that was interesting though. Maybe in the next playthrough or one of my other playthroughs I'll find out. But yeah, we finally figured that out. Oh. Alright, so the experiment was a success. I said I got no idea what triggered that.
GNN のエミリアさんよ。はじめまして、エミリア・クリスティです。取材の準備に伺いました。取材？そうよ。明日テレビの取材が入るの。
テレビ？初耳ですよ。
ええ、いつもの研究所を見てもらおうと思って言わなかったの。エミリアさん、こちらカルロスに、ニーナに。ああ、先日はお世話になりました。ティム・グッドマンさん。
ティムと呼んでください。エミリアさんこそ足はもう大丈夫なんですか？
ええ、まあピカチュウともまた会えて嬉しいわ。そうそう、所長聞いてくださいよ。またウォーレスが。またなの？今度は何？
おいおい、お客様の前だぞ。
何ですか？ぜひお話伺いたいです。何でもないのよ。
やれやれ、いつもの研究所ね。
Something still doesn't sit right with me. It's like they're all happy and all that, you know, that they discovered what the combination was needed to make the Shuckle orange stuff, as Tim would put it. But then as soon as Amelia came along, and something doesn't feel right about Amelia either. I mean, she always forgets our name for one. That's kind of what I'm getting. And yes, Pikachu, I know you want to talk to me. But then, as I said, the demeanor kind of changed. It was either they wanted to keep, you know, then again, when a television reporter comes up to your face, it's like, hey, can you explain this for us, for the whole world to hear? And it's something, you know, might be top secret. Of course, you might be a little bit on the, you know, iffy side and all that. But, yeah, I'm not getting a good feeling from this at all. Like, just, this whole level just really doesn't sit right at all. Alright, so, what has Pikachu got to say? Pikachu is talking about stuff. I'm assuming what we just created and all that. So nothing, again, is really popping up as like... Alright, the Shuckle. We're still going to do something with the Shuckle, so let's examine the Shuckle. Shuckle, what have you got for us? Hey, we have another option. And that's come up before. That's come up before. I'm trying to think where, though. Alright, we have the shuckle juice. Is basically what that translated into. Was shuckle or shuckleberry juice, but I think it just said shuckle juice. So I don't think there's anything else we need to do here. So, oh, what's Amelia got to say? Just out of curiosity, let's have a look. I doubt she's got anything to add to the conversation at all. I mean, when has she had anything to really contribute to the conversation? Then again, she did kind of get us out of the previous mission. But at the moment, yeah, nothing. Absolute zilch. Well, I think it's absolute zilch anyways. But we've now got to go through this door because before it was saying that we had to do something with the shuckle. Oh no, don't tell me I gotta go through and like look over things again. I don't particularly feel like going over the lab for like a fourth time. Oh, never mind. If only it was that easy before. So Cleffy is actually going to do something for us. It's going to open up the storage room. Well, as I said, I'm going to presume storage room. Hey, it is a storage room. I was correct. So let's have a looky around here. Is there anything... Wait. No, I thought for a second that was referring to something. False alarm. What is that? I still reckon something's fishy. I was even meant to examine that, but oh well. Oh! We found it! Is that a good or bad thing, though?
そうか、やったな。やはりこれを使ってるやつがこの研究所にいるんだ。
Wait, what? Someone closed the door on us!
おお、アンプルが出てきたな。
Well, case closed. We found out where or what matched with the test tube, which what it was in the end anyway. But no, I had every right to kind of say that something's not right with this place. I mean, as I said, if this place was as innocent, then why would someone be peeping Tom us? They shut the door on us afterwards while we're still in this area. Alright, so what? Is this mission gonna go on? Is there something else for us? That was only part 1? Uh-oh. Part 1? Dun dun dun!
そうだね。明日も調べてみよう。うん。
独り言？
ああ、なんでもないんです。新しいバイトを始めたので覚えたことの復習を。
ああ、PCL でバイトなんだって。ベーカーさんから聞いたよ。しっかり働いてがっちり稼いで、このカフェでたっぷり飲み食いしてくれよ。
ルンパンパー。
ロンパパー。
あ、はい。ありがとうルンパッパ。
おう、サンキュー。今日のハイハットブレンドもうまいな。ああ見えて、マスターのパブロの腕はなかなかだ。
ああ見えてって。
あ、褒めてるんだ。安定して最高の味を出すには、その日の温度や湿度に合わせて
豆のローストや蒸らし時間を調整するんだよね。
お、よく知ってるな。
何度もコーヒーの話をするから覚えちゃったよ。相当の技術がいるんでしょ。
ああ、その通りだ。まあとにかくいい腕してるぜ、パブロは。
そうだね。
Oh, that was a special little bonding moment there too. They were just talking about the aroma of the coffee and how good coffee has good aroma and a good taste, a good smell and all that coffee stuff. Sorry, as I said, I don't drink coffee. I haven't drunk coffee now for years. But yes, it looks like there is going to be a part 2 to the PCL. What exactly is going on at the PCL? That is the question. We're going to be finding it out in the next episode, it seems. Seriously, what is going on? This whole game's just had a whole demeanor change. It's gone from like happy, cheery, making fun of itself to now something serious is going on. maybe, I don't know. Remember, the whole story kind of began with Tim coming here in regards to finding info about his father. And then, as I said, there's something weird about Mike. How he's always referring to Tim, and we've had to bring Frank. I don't know what his relation is to the department or anything like that. But he's now on the case as well, and Mike's talking to Frank about Tim and all that. There has to be a bigger picture. I think that bigger picture is now kind of coming to fruition in part 2 of PCL. Who knows? As I said, I've still got no idea what's going on. But anyways, guys, that's it for this episode. I know, horribly long episode, but I honestly didn't expect that episode to be so long, and I didn't expect to be so trumped and stuck for so long either. So maybe my total recording time might jump down quite a bit when I've gone through and edited all that out. But anyways, next episode, we'll be looking at part 2 of the PCL and figure out what is the true motive of the PCL. So until then, this is Lady KrimZen saying sayonara for now, but not forever. Sayonara? I still haven't worked out the regional outro, but I think I'm just going to say sayonara for now, but not forever. And then say sayonara. Yes, that sounds perfect. And I've just completely ruined my outro.